In sports, the Phenom strikes again. After an impressive big league debut, 14 Ks and only 2 hits against the Pirates, Stephen Strasburg took the show on the road today. The Nats have kept Strasburg on a short leash, limiting his innings, pitches, and even making sure he debuted in front of the home crowd. But they couldn't control what happened when they sent their pride and joy into hostile territory. That would be Progressive Field as the Nationals took on the Cleveland Indians. First inning, number 37 picking up right where he left off in his last start. Fans Trevor Howard, then Shin-Soo Choo follows suit. The bottom second, the smooth sailing comes to an abrupt end. Travis Hafner goes deep and ties things at 1. That didn't get to Strasburg. He stays calm, and he would get Russell Branyan in the very next at-bat. Then Johnny Peralta can't do anything but watch it go by. And the inning comes to an end, but the lead is now gone. Well, that would be until the 4th inning. Adam Dunn sends a souvenir to the fans in right field. That solo shot puts Washington back in front 2-1. But in the bottom of that inning, life on the road gets a little rough. He walks Carlos Santana and Hafner immediately after, but the mound, not to Stras's liking. Twice in the game he asked for repairs, but would get things straightened out in time to get Austin Kearns swinging. Then Branyan falls victim once again. He gets out of the inning without the walks hurting him. Strasburg takes a seat after 5 1/3. He gives up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 5 walks while striking out 8. The Nats win 9-4.
There's always going to be times out there, where things aren't going to, be the perfect situation, and you really got to try and go out there and persevere and overcome that. And I thought I did well enough to, obviously get a win today. You got to keep the team in the ballgame. That's the #1 goal. And there's going to be outings where it's not going to look pretty, but as long as you get the job done, you get well.
All right, everyone, get your calendars out. Count 5 days ahead. Strasburg's next start will likely be back at home against the Chicago White Sox on Friday. The Chiefs are doing just fine without Strasburg. They picked up their 3rd win in a row today, 3-2 over Charlotte, thanks in large part to 2 home runs by Leonard Davis. The win stretches their first-place lead to 2 games. Back up in the big leagues, the Yankees with the broom ready, going for the sweep of the Astros, but down 1 early. Bottom of the 4th now, Robinson Cano with the long ball. Number 13 on the season, 100 on the career, ties this one all up at 1. New York would take the lead later in the inning, and in the 5th, ducks on the pond for Jorge Posada, and he delivers, getting into the habit of hitting grand slams. One yesterday as well. Yanks go on to win 9-5. The Mets taking on the lowly O's in Baltimore, looking for the sweep as well. Top first, man on for David Wright. With 1 swing, he puts the Mets up 2-0. Wright's 11th of the year. But the Mets far from done doing work in the first. It's Chris Carter, and he takes a non-stop trip around the bases, brings Ike Davis and Jason Bay with him. It's a 3-run shot. They'd tack on a whole lot more as the game goes on and win it 11-4. The 2010 Jamesville DeWitt Red Rams are perfect. 21 games played, 21 games won, but without number 22, all the others would suddenly seem unimportant. The state title game on the line against Garden City today. Dan Lasardo puts the Trojans up early, a 2-1 lead. But Eric DeJohn, a great individual effort by number 8, ties things up at 2, and JD was just warming up. In the second quarter, the Red Rams score 6 straight. JD attack, taking it to the Trojan D. 7 different players scoring for them, including Alex Hayden. He rips it home, and JD cruises to the Class B state title 11-5. A 1-1 draw, 5 saves, and possibly some broken ribs. All things U.S. goalkeeper Tim Howard came away from yesterday's match against England with. U.S. head coach Bob Bradley says they're still evaluating Howard, but he expects them to be able to play Friday against Slovenia. In action from today, Germany favored to advance out of Group D. That would be the group the U.S. will play should they advance. But Germany today taking on Australia, and in the 8th minute, Lucas Podolski blasts one past the keeper, 1-0 Germany up. 26th minute now, Miroslav Klose streaking through the box for the header, top shelf beauty. Germany would add on 2 more in the second as they roll over the Aussies 4-0. That'll do it for sports. Jim Teske has a last look at your weather. We'll be right back.